Joining us now are Bianca and Kati, and they are from Guilford, Connecticut. They have a wonderful medical aesthetics spa and wellness center. Welcome to the show. And it's called Clarity, right?
Clarity Medical Aesthetics and Wellness, yes.
Love that. So tell us, Kati, what got you into this line of work? And then Bianca, I'm going to ask you the same thing, but we're going to start with Kati.
Yeah. So I've been doing medical aesthetics for 20 years, and we've really just kind of branched off from medical aesthetics and added a wellness component. I was actually thrown into it as a PA. I was working in other areas of medicine, and I just found that this was such an exciting, ever-changing branch, and I've never looked back. 20 years in and still going strong.
Lovely. How about you, Bianca? What got you started in this area?
So I actually started in GI, which is gastroenterology, and then I ended up at a derm practice, and over there they ended up doing aesthetics, so I kind of fell into it as well. And then at that location, they asked me to do wellness, and that's how I landed in wellness.
Yeah, you guys have a great partnership of working together, which is so exciting. You're fairly new there, right? But Kati's got this great reputation, right? This wonderful location, which is very exciting to know about. Most people think that injectables are just one type of injectable, right? There's people just don't know. They're not educated about the abilities of what things can do and how they can help.
Absolutely. I think that our unique approach starts with the consultation. Every patient comes in for a consultation. We look at their face, top to bottom, front to back, right to left, and assess not only how they're aging, but where and why they're aging in the way that they are.
Okay.
And we assess them from the inside out with their wellness, biohacking, functional testing, and where their skin or their bones and their support might actually be failing them. So they're looking in the mirror, seeing the symptoms, but they don't necessarily know how to fix it. So we take a natural approach to actually go from foundation to frosting, if you will, to fix those issues and make people feel better from the inside out.
Now, are you drawing blood, or like how are you testing? How do you know like what somebody's inside is?
So,
or do they lick a stick? Or like
all of it, all of it,
all of it. So there is a very comprehensive blood test, and then there is a genetic test, which is a swab in the mouth. Yeah. And then there's also gut tests, which kind of get more complex, with stool testing and all of that.
My goodness. So obviously it's very thorough. So by the time you're looking at all these markers and these triggers and these things, you know a lot about what you said is going on the inside.
Absolutely.
So as a wellness center, you're working with nutrition and other things that are helping them from the inside out.
Yes, hormones, nutrition, cardiovascular, neurological health, it all plays a part. And we've actually learned over the past few years as we've gotten more into functional medicine that a lot of these issues start in your gut. So we start there and then we go out from there.
You know, a lot of times too, I'll be watching those, you know, on Instagram or those things, and they just take you down this crazy funnel, and then the answer is never really the solution that you're looking for, and like one size doesn't fit everybody.
No,
right? So I appreciate the fact that this is done from a more, you know, intuitive, but also education, like you're actually getting the data and then researching that and figuring it out.
Our core is all about education, from our staff to educating our patients. It starts with an educated person, whether it's behind the desk or in front of the desk. So the more you know, the better you're going to be a better advocate for yourself or your family member. But the entire concept about aesthetics and wellness being married is that we found that there was a gap in care for people. So if we can help bridge that gap, it's just helping everyone.
You have 4 different types of things that you can do for people that have thinning hair, right?
Yeah.
We do. We have 4 programs. We have an at-home program that will consist, I'll let Bianca talk about it because it's really her baby. And she has the hair. She has the hair.
Kati has something to like.
Although I'm a great before and after because I actually had lost my hair. I had lost my hair after surgery in a stressful event, and I was actually wearing a topper. And this is all my own natural hair after using one of our programs.
Beautiful.
So
absolutely
we're getting there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so like Kati mentioned, we have an at-home program, which is a topical serum, a cap that they can use at home. Very easy, 10 minutes a day. You can be doing your day-to-day activities with it. Internal gummies, so like it's a nutrient supplement. And then there's in-house stuff, which is either a laser, needleless, microneedling, or PRP injections, which is something everyone knows about.
The nice part is that it starts with an assessment, a hair metrics camera that actually assesses what's going on below, at, and above the scalp, and that DNA swab that tells us whether you're actually a candidate for minoxidil or finasteride or some of these other meds. A lot of people aren't candidates. So this swab actually tells us what your DNA reveals about your hair loss.
It's really interesting. I've had a lot of hair, but it's baby fine. And I know that as I age and as I get older, I'm like, okay, well, it hasn't gotten too thin yet, but it may, right? So it's nice to also maybe look into some preventative things.
Absolutely.
Right, for the things that we can do now. One of the things that makes you guys stand out from the rest, though, is that you are getting permission to do things that other people are not getting permission to do, right? So tell
Absolutely.
me about that, the compassionate care program that you have.
So I have a personal drive to help people with Alzheimer's. I have a family history. My wife actually passed away from early onset Alzheimer's, and I carry the genes. So I'm driven to help people with dementia. And we've just been given special dispensation from the FDA to offer a compassionate use program for a medication that actually helps people with mild, moderate, and severe symptomatology of dementia. And we're going to be offering this infusion at Clarity Wellness, and Bianca has spearheaded that as well. It's such a topic close to my heart that we're really proud to be able to have gotten that dispensation.
Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm happy, though, that you're carrying the torch and you're helping others.
Absolutely.
Right, which is a beautiful thing to do. So when people come in to work, I guess, at your place, and they're like, okay, I have all these things wrong with me, right? The first step is to what? To onboard them, to get their medical testing done, and then you come up with a care path for them? Is that how it works?
Yeah, so they'll come with a list of concerns and complaints, and first you have to listen. That's
Okay.
the biggest thing. The biggest complaint that I get is doctors or physicians aren't listening to them, or even any medical provider. So first thing is listening, and then doing all the testing. After the testing, I have them come back in and come up with a plan. But the plan has to work for the patient, because if they're not able to do certain things, they're going to fail. So
Okay.
we want to make sure that we're doing things that they're going to actually benefit with and actually not fail. They're going to succeed. So
That's the same thing we do in aesthetics on the aesthetic side as well, is we create this plan. It's called Our Beauty Plan, and the consultation. And Our Beauty Plan actually sets a roadmap, because people are planners. We want to know how often, how much money, how often do I need to be here? What does it entail? And how do I make this happen? So these plans, these well-set roadmaps, if you will, help people over the course of years to determine what's best for them, whether it be their health or their aesthetic care.
Lovely. And speaking of aesthetic care, so you have some products too, and tell us about your own line of products.
I've been having our private label done at an FDA-approved lab for 20 years, actually. Clarity's been in existence for 11, but this product line is created in an FDA-approved lab. We have a full spectrum line of products, and this is actually our foundations bundle that is really great for people who don't know where to start. You go to the store and there's thousands of products, and how do I pick? The bottom line is you don't need to know. If you come in, we will actually help you. We're not big on overloading you, but these are just the essentials. The
Okay.
skincare, the retinol, the hyaluronic acid, and the moisturizer. And of course, there will be a sunscreen added. But those are the foundations, and we brought those here for you today, and we also brought them for your stocking.
Yeah,
So.
thank you for participating in that. Each year we try to come up with the top 20 products, so thank you for being one of our top 20.
Our pleasure.
Because what we want to do is we want to provide them to 2 different charities. So we have these gigantic 4-foot stockings, and we're filling them to the brim. We did it last year, we're doing it this year. So I really sincerely thank you for your generosity and your kindness, in helping us also help charities. So
our
thank
pleasure.
you for that. So you're located in Guilford, and once again, it's from all the way down in the south, people in Maine, doesn't matter where they are, they can come to you, make an appointment, and rock it out.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
It was really enjoyable time to visit with you both, Kati and Bianca. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
There you go. Even if you're not in Guilford, you should go to Guilford and check them out. I'm Donna Drake, wishing you all the best.